Hello, class. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to play exercise number 148 from your Standard of Excellence, Book 1, page 34, Loch Lomond. One of my favorite pieces from the book, a beautiful Scottish folk tune. Remember, when learning a new piece of music, always try to figure out what the key is, what the meter of the piece is, and what the tempo is before playing it. In this piece, our concert-pitched instruments, the flutes, the trombones, the cello, have three flats and are in E flat major. Our B flat instruments, the clarinets and trumpets, have one flat and are in F major. Our E flat alto saxophones have no sharps or flats, putting them in C major. And our F horn has two flats, putting them in B flat major. The meter is indicated as common time. Common time is the same as 4/4 time. There are 4 beats in each measure, and the quarter note receives 1 beat. And the tempo is indicated as moderato, which is about 98 to 112 beats per minute. Here's the drum part. Let's notice the dynamic markings. It starts mezzo piano at the beginning. There's a crescendo to forte in the second to last measure of the first line. In the second line, we decrescendo to mezzo piano, and it remains mezzo piano until the end of the piece. There are a few accents in the last two measures. There are accents on beat 3 in the second to last measure and accents on the very last note. There are several 5 and 9 stroke rolls during the piece. And there are 2 fermatas. A fermata means that you hold the note or the rest longer than usual. So these are up to artistic interpretation. Here's the counting for the piece. 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 and 1, 3. Here's the clarinet part. Let's notice the dynamic markings start mezzo piano at the beginning with a crescendo to forte at the end of the first line. In the second line, there's a decrescendo down to mezzo piano, and it remains mezzo piano till the end. There are several slurs throughout the piece. Please observe the slurs as you perform. There's a dotted quarter note which appears in the second line in the first measure. This is 1.5 beats. And 2 fermatas. Remember, fermata, we hold the note longer than usual, and this is up to our artistic interpretation. Let's count the rhythm. 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 3. As you learn this piece of music, think about these elements for a successful performance. The notes, are you playing the right notes in the right key? Your rhythm, are your rhythms correct and your beats steady? Your tempo, are you using the correct metronome marking? Articulations, are you including slurs and other articulations that may appear? Dynamics, are you including the indicated dynamics? Technique and posture, are you holding your body and your instrument correctly as you play? Tone, are you producing a full and characteristic sound? Here are the next steps. Learn to play exercise number 148, Loch Lomond, on your own, and use my demonstrations as play-along guides. Record a performance video of the exercise and post it to Schoology in the assignment section. Use the self-assessment rubric in the lesson packet to then reflect upon your playing, and look out for our next video lesson.